Hello. Welcome back to Let's Talk Ray Bradbury. I was not expecting to get back to another episode of Let's Talk Ray Bradbury so soon, but here we are, continuing on with We'll Always Have Paris. We are up to story number 8 of 22 in this 2009 collection from the late, great Ray Bradbury. Today's story is called Doubles. It is also the 247th review that I've done of a Ray Bradbury short story, if you're keeping track. So how this show works is that I do a brief synopsis of what the story is all about, sort of the plot and characters, and then I sort of wrap up with just a very brief analysis of what it all means, what it means to me, what I took away from it. Is it a good story, worth your time to read or not? So, Bernard Trimble is an unhappy man. Well, he's unhappy, rather, when he plays his wife at tennis and he beats her, but he's even more unhappy when she beats him. One summer afternoon, while he's driving along in the hot California sun with a beautiful woman, not his wife, by his side on the seat of the convertible, another car passes coming the other direction, and he swears for a second that he saw his wife inside, sitting next to a attractive young man, not him. That evening, they meet, and they go to the tennis club for dinner, and when they show up, he's looking at her very closely to see if there's sort of this telltale sign of the remembrance of a physical exertion, sort of referencing sex. It's very a lot of innuendo here. And then she's looking for the same sort of emotion in him. Jump forward, you see the man and the woman, the other man and the other woman from the car seats besides them, walking away looking dejected, but they're happy and smiling. They've just played a game of doubles tennis together, and having not had to beat each other, they're both happy for a change. So this is a relationship comedy, sort of disguised as a tennis comedy. This couple of people, you could say that it's about, them having a bad, rocky marriage and sort of being tempted into affairs. But no, in fact, they're very, very serious about their tennis. But you have a little bit of innuendo going on about, this remembered pleasant exertion he talks about, which sort of hints at sex. But at the same time, anybody who is passionate about a sport sort of remembers that same feeling, the sort of a glow you get from a hard workout. So they're very much, there is very much a parallel between these two things, between a relationship and a sort of a sports relationship. Some people really take their tennis seriously. And I think I do remember seeing footage somewhere of an interview with Bradbury and sort of going about a day in his life. And I'm pretty sure he was playing tennis at one point. So I'm guessing tennis was very much in his wheelhouse. So it turns out that what this marriage really needed was just playing doubles. And I think that is very much the central metaphor here, is that a marriage is very much a game of doubles versus playing one-on-one against each other. You have to learn to work together. I presume. I've never been married, but I do relate to this story just the same. For many, many years, I was a very serious runner. Now I'm an occasional runner, and a couple of those relationships were with a couple of relationships I had during that time were with girls who did run and who were taking part in the same running community and the same running group and club that I was part of and that I was managing. And one particular one of them, I got at various points this feeling that she was sort of jealous of sort of my passion for the sport and my success in the sport, which is not great success, but I was doing, I would say, maybe better than her. And of course, she had a daughter. I had no children. And she had other obligations that I didn't have. And so I dedicated a whole lot of my time to running. I spent a lot more time running with other people. And occasionally I sort of got the sense that she was jealous. And then when we broke up, it was very much a trying time because we had been part of the same running group. And it was very hard to see, her try to show up to a running meetup that I had called for, but I'd arranged, and it was very, very, very messy, and for a long time it sort of soured my love of the sport. So I find that this little story, this little comedy about romance and tennis is very relatable, and I think a lot of people can relate to it, and it's very well done here, very subtle, but also it doesn't overstay its welcome because it's a pretty short story. So yeah, I think this is worth your time to read, the whole 5 minutes that it's going to take you, so be sure to check out Doubles from We'll Always Have Paris in 2009. Next up, we'll be looking at the 9th of 22 stories and the number 248th review overall, which will be Pater Canis. So be sure to check out that review coming very soon. In the meantime, please subscribe and enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you later.